What's going on, everybody? Tanner here, and today we're bringing you guys another build. This time we're going to roll with the Titan. You guys have been asking for a Titan build. You really seem to enjoy the Hunter build as well as the Warlock build, so I figured I'd go ahead and give you a Titan one too. So as you can see, the Titan we're going with is a Defender Titan. You can kind of get a glimpse there of the items, so let's go ahead and jump right into the subclass. As you can see, I'm rocking a high armor, low, medium recovery, low agility. Now you'll see why I chose this later. This is really important to the build overall because I'm going for a guy basically who's super tanky, super tough, and is going to be able to withstand and sustain in the fight as long as he can. So let's go ahead and start off with the grenade. I am rolling with the spike grenade. This is the one that you can go ahead and attach to the surface. Very similar to the arc grenade that the Titan uses, but this is its own little thing. It does lots of damage. It's really strong, and I really enjoy it. I think this is the best one for defenders. It's the other ones are good too. Suppressor's obviously great because it can drop all their abilities and things like that, as well as magnetic. This is the one that you can attach to people and stick them, and that seems to be a huge thing right now. So pretty good, but overall I just really enjoy the spike grenade more. Next up is the jumping tree. I opted for increased control. I just think that it's better to have more control over, any of the other ones. Catapult is really good as well. It kind of shoots you forward, gives you a nice little boost to speed. But for me, increased control is always the most important thing, which is why I run Bones on double jump with the most control possible. It makes it super OP. So that's what I went with there. Over in the super section, we're going to go ahead and roll with the Armor of Light. This is the one that when you're inside of it, you and all your allies get a really big buffed up shield, and this is important for the build overall because once again I'm trying to make you as tough as I possibly can. Next up in the melee tree we have War Machine. While Force Barrier is active, all your weapons reload and ready like blindingly fast, and that's not an exaggeration. They really increase, like almost double the speed, maybe triple the speed. I can't really tell, but it's really quick, and this lasts for a good amount of time because as you'll see later on, I'm going to run a piece of gear that really helps this last even longer. In my training section, I went ahead with Titan Codex 1, which is training focused on battle recovery and toughness. Bastion, which increases the duration of Ward of Dawn, makes your ult last even longer. The other ones are good too, but that one seems to be the best. Titan Codex 4, which is training focused on all abilities, and Untouchable, which reduces the cooldown time of Ward of Dawn, which is really OP because you can ult more. Hopefully in Trials you get 2 ults out with the build that I have, and this will make it just overall almost like at least 2 rounds are almost guaranteed wins if you have your ult, because you just bubble the control point. And that's basically what we're building around this, is an ability to control the battlefield, control the bubble point. Next up is weapons. Now I went ahead and rolled with the Ufern HC4. It's a 335 hand cannon. Now this is a really good one. If you missed this from the gunsmith, I really feel bad for you because this is one of the best Uferns that I've used. Now what I'm rolling with is Sure Shot IS, my favorite sight in the game for pistols, I should say. Luck in the chamber, 1 random bullet in the magazine causes considerable bonus damage. Quick draw, this weapon can be drawn unbelievably fast, and Rescue Mag, chance to refill this weapon's magazine when critically wounded. Now I know that Rescue Mag's not the the greatest final one, but it's better than using Danger Close in my opinion. It's decent. Danger Close is not bad, especially with hand cannons. You are going to be somewhat close to people, but I guess this chance of refilling the magazine and giving me a whole nother set of bursts on people is really OP because you get 7 rounds with Luck in the Chamber, and there's a chance to refill it instantly and have 7 more rounds with another Luck in the Chamber. So to me, that just seemed like a really somewhat of a god roll. Yeah, I mean, it's not a complete god roll because of that perk, but hey, it's pretty close to it. If you do proc that extra refill, then you're going to get tons of more bullets, and it's going to make it that much better. Next up is the secondary, and I'm rolling with a shotgun, Conspiracy Theory. Now, shotgun's super important for this class, and this is what they call the god roll. It has accurized ballistics, rangefinder, rifled barrel, and performance bonus. Now, as you can see, this is a high impact and also high range one, which is even, increased even more with accurized ballistics. Rangefinder, which allows you to aim the weapon and get more effective range. Rifled barrel, increased range, as well as performance bonus. Kills with this weapon have a chance to grant bonus reserve ammo, so you can get even more chances to just shotgun people to death. It's really OP, really good. I really enjoy this secondary. I think that this is probably one of the best shotguns of the game. I'd say a Party Crasher with God Rolls is probably better, but the Conspiracy also holds up as well. Next up is the Heavy, and as per usual with every class and everybody's character ever in this game, we're running the Truth, which gives you hard launch. Well, I should say I'm rolling with hard launch, grenades and horseshoes, heavy payload, and prototype True Seeker, which makes this thing the most OP rocket launcher so far in Destiny history. I'm really excited to see what they do with Year 3, because I'm sure with Year 1 Galahorn being so OP, Year 2 Truth being so OP, they're almost guaranteed to come out with a year 3 really OP rocket launcher. So I really am excited to kind of see that and see what they do with it. But that's what I'm rolling with, and you'll see why I'm rolling with this one. There's specific reasons behind each of these weapon choices, you know, according to the armor that I'm rocking. So you're going to see that later. Next up is my helmet. I'm running the Iron Camelot helmet. It's a 335 helmet. It is an intellect and discipline based. Now this is a really, really good helmet. It was really good rolls. Comes with obviously intellect and discipline. Ashes to assets, which is pretty good, but not what I'm looking for because I have Angel of Mercy, which gains bonus super energy from reviving others, which is going to happen so much more often in the game. Sometimes you'll revive like 3 people in a round. So this alone is a really, really OP piece, and better already. Shield start recovery immediately after orb pickup. So, you know, really good helmet overall. I guess the last one I would take, I don't know, that's a really, really good one because if a teammate ults and I'm hurt, I just slide up, grab his orb, start recovering my shields, and get back in the fight. After that, we have our most important piece of gear, which is our gauntlets. No backup plan. These are the exotics that kind of hold this whole piece of the puzzle together. Now, these are some 332 gauntlets. They are discipline and strength based, and they have some really good perks. Shotgun kills trigger force barrier, and force barrier's duration is increased. Now, that's why I chose that earlier to have the weapons ready like extra fast and things like that, because now when I shoot somebody with my shotgun, which I have equipped, I'm going to go ahead and get which, by the way, this has increased reload speed with shotgun, so that works double, you know, for your shotgun game. But also, every time I kill somebody, well, not every time, but when it procs every like 15 seconds, I'm going to get force barrier, and force barrier's duration is increased, which means for even longer, I'm going to be able to whip those weapons around, move them much quicker, reload much faster, and it just makes you so much more OP in the fight. Now, the other perks that mine came with were momentum transfer, you know, they're decent but not that good, and machine gun loader, which is not important for me because I'm rocking a rocket launcher. After that, we have our chest piece, Colopolis's plate. This is 334 defense, intellect, and strength based. They increase the amount of shotgun ammunition you can carry and increase recovery for 5 seconds after taking solar splash damage. So these are really good for me because I get more shotgun ammo, which is good because I have my, you know, exotic pieces, which is good because I rock a shotgun, which is good because I'm using defender, which gives me force barrier. You see what's going to happen here, people. Your shotgun game is so important with this setup, but it makes you like some of the best shotgun game you could possibly have. Then next up we have our leg pieces, Pandion Type Zeros. These are 335 defense, discipline, and strength based ones. Increases the amount of rocket launcher ammunition you carry, which is pretty much the god roll that I was looking for there because of the truth. But the second one wasn't as good. It's decent, you know, I guess I can survive, you know, or when I get a double kill with Void, which is super hard to do, mind you, right? You have to like, I don't even know, throw a spike grenade and get 2 people, bubble, and then come inside my bubble. Maybe that counts. I'm not really even sure how that would proc because it's not that great. What I was looking for there was the last man standing or whatever it is, where you can go ahead and, or last resort, whatever it's called, where you get extra speed when you're the last man standing. That's the one that I was actually looking for. Next up is the cloak. Now I'm running a Spectre Colopolis Mark. This is a 330 defense, intellect, discipline, like cloak, mark, whatever you want to call it. I call it a cloak because I'm main hunter. Sorry, people, okay? But still, it's pretty good. You know, it's decent. There's not much to these things. You're just basically looking for it. Do you want to increase your intellect and discipline? You're looking for those to change. And basically, do you want a Vanguard piece or a Crucible? I'm a Crucible guy, so that's what I chose. Then we have our artifact, Echo of Honor, which is a 330 defense, intellect, strength-based one, which has solar melees, have a chance to generate an orb when killing a minion of the darkness. These are really good because they're just, you know, they have my intellect and strength that I was looking for. And as you can see with this build, I'm running a 4-3-3, so it's only a 10, but it's still decent. You know, it's still pretty good because it's 358 intellect, which is going to be decreased even more with the Ward of Dawn subclass that I used, and discipline and strength are both tier 3, which is 42 seconds apiece for, you know, my melee and my grenades. So not too bad. The shell is a 334 consume shell. It's intellect and discipline based. I went ahead and chose spin metal sensor, detects and marks nearby spin metal formations, and reclamation, which generates additional glimmer when killing taken. Not too bad, considering a lot of the times when you're running your daily bounties, you're running into a lot of taken. No matter where you are in the game, taken are always spawning in that area. So you get more glimmer when you kill them, which allows me in the end to have 25,000 capped out. Now, as you can see, this is a little recommendation for you guys. This character is not a good example because my hunter is my main, but you want to make sure you have 25,000 glimmer, 200 legendary marks going into the new DLC, because that's just going to let you get into the game and instantly be able to purchase things that other people aren't because they spent all their money. So start saving now. This character, I have everything transferred to my hunter, but save your motes of light, save your passage coins, save your weapon parts, save all these items. You don't need a tournament anymore. None of this like gear is important. Don't waste any more motes on it. Don't waste any more exotic you know, strange coins to buy stuff from Zur unless you truly want to get that piece for your collection. Don't waste any more money. Save your 3 of coins if you have them. I've transferred most of them to my hunter, so I don't. Save your Vanguard reputation booster. Save everything, people, because this is going to make going into the next game so much smoother for you. And a lot of people like to see down here, it's always the same stuff though. S35 Aeon Glow, Happy Horn, Waning Star. My shader is double Banshee. I thought it looked cool with all the blue, you know, like concept. Emperor Sigil, I'll probably swap that out for my cat symbol, Bastet, and the Awkward Dance. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you can use this build in your Crucible adventures. I think it's really OP for Defender Titans. You're, like I said, you're almost guaranteed to win 2 rounds whenever that ult is proccing and you're using it. So if you have that and you have this setup where you have everything is based around the shotgun, it's going to make your shotgun game super OP. So I really recommend you try this out if you haven't already. And yeah, all the links are in the description below. Hope you guys have a good day. Have a good night. Hey. Peace.